Selamat pagi semua.
I don't care what time you watch this, it's still...
Selamat pagi. Selamat pagi, woman. Selamat pagi. Selamat pagi, Christina. Selamat pagi. Woohoo! It's finally time that I go on a vacation, my first vacation since I started work. And yes, to Pulau Ren, I mean Redang. We took a plane ride to Terengganu pretty early in the morning and then traveled to Al Amin Jetty by taxi. But why Al Amin Jetty, you may ask, as the more common ones are Merang and Marang Jetty. Apparently, it's assigned by the resort, so we just follow lah, manalah kami tahu kan. Fakta serono, the boat ride was hip hip, the gale. Nah, I'm fine, others too. We spent 3 days and 2 nights at Wisana village, pretty secluded from other resorts. So if you're looking for a laid-back vacation, this is the place to go, as the beach is pretty private and the resort itself is quite small. However, if you're opting for somewhat luxurious, alcohol-friendly, this is not the place. Wisana village is slightly run down, but it has pretty much all the things you need. Very homey, very much like you balik kampung during Raya holiday. No room tour, however, you can check it on their website.
You follow the movement, you know, like you let your body. Oh god, Shamin.
One of my favorite parts to talk about is definitely food. Okay, I haven't eaten enough Malay food to begin with, but it's the best Malay food I've eaten so far. Have you ever looked forward to the next meal at every meal? Well, we did! The resort served Western and Malay food and somehow they just knew what we needed. Did I mention every meal comes with a beautiful sea view? Of course, the highlight of the trip was snorkeling. Under Section 27, Fishery Acts 1985, no person shall fish, disturb, harass, catch or take turtles, including their eggs. Strict enforcement action shall be taken on offences breaching the act. Oh, look at me thinking I'm gonna ace it. My foot, I mean me. This is so hard to comply with when the turtles are so or too friendly. I ended up kicking up some of them as I was trying to avoid them, but I had to lift my feet up whenever they come close. So yeah, try to stay still when they're near. You should be abiding the law still, hopefully. The snorkeling trip didn't just end there. We headed on to the next stop. And the moment when you look under the sea, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. Okay, now stop. It's sad that I cannot capture the real beauty in my phone, tapi itulah tak ada duit kan. Then we swam into the cave, which is only allowed to enter during low tide. The pictures were not clear unfortunately, but basically nothing much aside from the stone arrangement. I wonder how it remains stable when the water fills up the space. But susah berenang masuk gua, of course lah, ambil gambar. Then the next stop, just right opposite the other resorts, another coral reef and... Baby shark, do 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 do, baby shark. So it's obvious that I finally get, the hang of it on how to take better pictures and videos. I hope. I cannot control the zoom, I'm sorry. But yeah. Also, if you ever encounter a weird, dried, black, poop-looking structure called sea cucumber, it's like this when it's alive. Kinda cute! Fishy! And human legs! Towards the end of our snorkeling trip, our guide was kind enough to stop by the island opposite the resort called Pulau Kerangga Kecil, basically Coral's graveyard. While watching us trying to do something for the gram, here's a warm reminder. Please wear foot cover, because it basically felt like stepping on glass. Painful. Can't help but to realize that the gap between the ground and my knee is pretty huge. Gotta do more stretching, it seems. Did some stone throwing and guess what? The 2 time is legit okay, it's just that you can't take it with the video that far away and yeah. But it's really 2 times! And yes, another time. See, I'm not lying, okay? So both of us were hyped up and determined to find and try throwing, hoping that the stones will hop again. Tapi kat sini tak ada dah. Kat sini pula.
So cute.
Yeah, on the same day after snorkeling for almost the entire morning, we proceed with hiking. No video of the hike because it was a little too breathtaking to shoot video. But the view is just as breathtaking. I'm on the top of the world looking down on creation, and the only explanation I can find it's penat. Our guide was with his ice cream and toilet slippers, and he barely sweat. It was like a walk in the park for him. I respect that. And I really wanted to buy his slippers because that was the OG anti-slip slippers. Another fakta serono. I learned that there's a kampong on the island after seeing him wearing Redang FC jersey. I mean, the club has to have at least 12 people to form. I want to visit the kampong if I ever come back to Redang. I'm still alive after the hike. So we did some extra activities. I kayaked for the first time and we tried two-person kayak. It was surprisingly easy to handle as we managed to figure things out on our own when the stuff just pushes to the sea. Guess we look smart? Is that a hidden compliment? But anyway, we had a wonderful time and it's safe to say that everyone in the resort knew we kayak.
Well, how do you feel being the first?
I feel like an Olympian.
Is this fun? Is this hour gonna count? Do you think we look noob?
It's gonna count, but it's fun.
Worth it.
Yeah.
Yay!
I feel like we have come so far. You gotta make sure it's worth it.
Have to.
And you don't get to kayak in the city.
That's true. Actually, it's quite nice to just chill. Okay. Okay.
To my kayak partner, don't push your limits, say no to sashimi. Another extra was sandcastle building. I never built sandcastles during my childhood, and I didn't know you have so many tools to build. I thought it was just random pails and a shovel. Yeah, I know, I am kinda childhood deprived. Finally, time to bid Redang goodbye. We sent our village a COVID-free zone because we're basically maskless the entire time. Took the ferry back to mainland. Boat seemed to be a better choice in terms of time, but ferry is steady and extremely slow. So when you look online, the duration of boat rides, ferry rides are only half of what's stated. Just a selfie because I was too shy to take a video. I have lots of what ifs popping in my head. Warm reminder of the day, don't go to Terengganu on a Friday afternoon. Our last destination was Pasar Payang, a Malay market, pretty well known, but I only got to know it when I was in Terengganu. They sell batik, penyu souvenirs, so if you belum berpunya, you can berpenyu. We had lunch there. I don't know what's it called again, but I remember the kueh. It's backup and lompat tingkap. Backup has a mild ginger taste, very soft, pretty sticky. While lompat tingkap, I am quite impressed actually because it's not that sweet. Yeah, pretty tasteless. You can actually taste the rice flavor, but they all taste good. Thank you Kak Lini and team for the warmest hospitality at Wisana Village. Thank you for making jokes seriously and smiles brighter than the sunshine throughout our stay. Thank you Bahal Uncle for giving us a lift for free when you knew we could never get a ride to Pasar Payang on Friday afternoon. Also, thank you Abang Taxi for the discount. What did we do to receive such amazing gestures really? I'm not sure how we got lucky, but the people we met in Terengganu and Redang really touch our hearts. Of course, thank you to Charmaine, Elizabeth and Christina for becoming my travel buddies. I look forward to traveling with y'all next year. Guess we'll plan a drier trip next time? Last but not least, thank you Smart Kiddo for the candy. I wish I was as cool as you back when I was younger. Yup, my Redang trip has ended. It was nice, short and sweet.
Okay, terima kasih.